Hello and welcome to this video. Today we are indeed going to be talking about Freshers Week, the 10 things that I've learned from Freshers Week. Of course, this has been 2 weeks since Freshers Week, and of course, I could have done the video earlier, but I decided to wait a bit just to kind of summarize my thoughts and ideas. If you are a fresher yourself, well, then feel free to let me know your thoughts and ideas about Freshers Week that you've just had in the comments with any tips or tricks. And of course, if you are looking forward to Freshers Week, I don't know when you're going to be watching this, but maybe you are going into Freshers Week and you want to know what to expect, or at least how you can make most of it, well, then this is a video for you. Without further ado, let's get right started and start off with the first thing, which is go out and meet new people. This is something which is very, very important. People in Freshers Week are normally quite shy, a bit worried about meeting new people because, of course, you're in a new environment. Maybe if you're an international student like me, you've gone all the way from Hong Kong to a different culture, different people of different races. You're no longer the ethnic majority, you're a minority there. You're a bit out of your comfort zone, and as a result, you want to meet new people, and you recognize a lot of other people are like that as well. They're out of their comfort zone. They're thrown into the depth, and as a result, they most likely want to meet new friends. They might want to meet new people, but if they're introverted, they might not want to actually start those conversations. And a lot of people will be like that. So start those conversations, really start those interactions with other people, and you might know that most people actually are very nice and want to talk to you. And people will be more open to make friends because everyone is in the same boat. No one has a set group of friends yet. So you want to be able to create those friendships with people. And I'm not saying, oh, meet someone in Freshers Week and be their best friend for the rest of your life. I'm just saying, well, you can meet new people, then you'll be able to learn more about them in the future. So really, go out of your way to meet new people. It doesn't matter if you're introvert or extrovert, just start a conversation. And maybe they're actually an extroverted person, but they might not be able to have that confidence to talk to you or talk to other people. And as a result, if you start off that conversation, that maybe they will start leading the conversation. So you don't always need to think that you have to lead the conversation all the time. The second thing you want to do is to understand your priorities or your values. And that's a very important thing because, of course, Freshers Week is a very new thing. There's a lot of different temptations and things to do over time. You want to figure out your values. You want to figure out what you want to do, what you don't want to do, have those boundaries. And of course, a lot of people like to say, oh, you're pressured to do something. I've had questions in the past on this channel. Well, did you feel pressured to go drinking? Do you feel pressured to go clubbing or stuff like that? Yes, of course, there's always going to be people asking you, oh, do you want to go out clubbing today or do you want to go drinking? And of course, there are going to be those situations, but you want to understand yourself and you want to understand, well, where is the line drawn and do I want to do these things? And well, get those lines drawn and we'll stick to them. And of course, you could say, well, there might be pressure, but well, it is important that you have your mental strength, your fortitude. Say, well, these are my values. These are strict values that I'm going to follow. And that's definitely something that you should keep in mind. Get that done as early as possible, perhaps a week before you get into Freshers. Just figure out what am I going to do, what am I not going to do, and then just stick to them. And people will respect you for it. No one's going to shame you for not doing things in the future. Now, the third thing which ties into it is, well, don't feel pressured. I mean, yes, people might try to convince you to do something, but if you don't really want to do it, then well, just don't do it. Don't feel like you have a pressure to please other people. Of course, you want to try new things, which will be the next tip. However, at the same time, if you don't want to do it, just draw the line and say, well, I don't want to do that. I'll join you to do something tomorrow or something like that. That's always an option and never feel pressure to do anything. I have good friends who were invited to do things. They just said, that's not for me. Great. Everyone respects them. There's no long-term effect that you have to be afraid of. Next thing, of course, is try new things. You've just escaped your family, or well, you've finally escaped the boundaries and the constrictions of your family. You now have responsibility. You're out in the world. It's time for you to try new things. And I'm not saying, oh, go do drugs all of a sudden, but I'm just saying, well, if you haven't tried this, well, go give it a shot, right? As long as you're staying safe, as long as it's within your boundaries and have friends around you, well, try new things, try something new. You might not like it, don't do it again, right? But you want to make sure that you're trying new things and being adventurous. Next thing you want to do is to recognize your responsibility. You no longer have your mom or your dad looking after you. You are an individual now. You are probably over 18. You have that responsibility to really get your act together, really make your bed, really make sure your room's done well, make sure you're responsible for your actions. You can no longer say, oh, my dad told me to do this, or my mom is going to do this for me. Take responsibility for your action. You're the only one who can be responsible to yourself. So make sure you take that responsibility in your life and recognize that when you're doing actions, you can no longer do something and blame it on someone else. No, you are the person who is going to take that responsibility. You're the person who's going to bear that guilt if anything goes wrong. Now, the next thing you want to understand is that, well, you want to have a rough idea of what you want to get out of university. You want to make a list of, well, by the end of university, I want to be good at sports, or maybe I want to meet new people. I want to start a business, something like that, right? Because during Freshers Week, you're going to have these Freshers fairs. You're going to have these clubs that you can join. Think about what you want to get out of your university, and then that will allow you to join those clubs in Freshers Week to try them out, and that would allow you to have a head start to work towards your goal. And of course, over time, you can pull out of those clubs or stop, but at the same time, at least you want to be able to have in the back of your mind the idea that, well, all right, I want to get X, Y, and Z out of university. So I'm going to join the football team. I might join the Oxford Union, something like that. You just want to make sure you know what you're getting yourself into. Of course, this can change over time, but just as a head start, you want to have that direction clear. Next thing you want to do is to make a list of what you need. As you're going through Freshers Week, you're going to realize you need things for your room. For example, I have ivy outside my window. If you can see my window, where's my window? Outside my window over there's ivy, and as a result, there's a lot of bugs there. But my room gets hot quite often. So what I do is I bought a mosquito nest, and I've just used 3M tape to just stick it. There's no mosquitoes or any spiders, things to crawl in from outside, because I noticed quite quickly when I was opening my window that I started to find spiders in my room. So as a result, I put the net there, and well, no spiders in my room anymore. My room's also quite hot, so in the back there you can see a fan right here. So you start thinking about things that you might need. Get a list. Go on Amazon. Amazon gives you a 6-month free premium, so just sign up for that. Get all your stuff in the first 6 months and then cancel the premium subscription. That's what I plan to do at least. I might keep it after that, but who knows? We'll see how that ends up. Thing number 8, be confident. And this is not to say stop being introverted or extroversion is the best way, but be confident in yourself. Understand your identity, understand what you want to do, and that's going to lead you far in life. Next thing you want to do is to make an impression. Impression is very important. You want to make sure that you're having an impression on other people. That's not to say do something stupid, but you want to have this kind of identity that people can remember you by, something which is catchy. Because at the end of the day, if you're just going to stay in your room the entire time and never really interact with people, go out of your way to meet new people, you're not going to be able to set that impression. You're not going to be someone who's looking for a friend or someone to do something with. They're not going to think of you. But if you start that impression, you're going to be more sociable, and that's really going to help your social life. It's those stories, those ideas, which people want to tell about you. You want to tell about other people. That's a really helpful thing by setting an impression. And of course, don't start off being a dick and then having a really poor impression. That's definitely a good place to start off with. And finally, number 10 is really have fun and enjoy yourself. That's perhaps the most important thing in Freshers Week. You know, you only have one Freshers Week in your life. You want to enjoy it. You normally don't have too much work during this week, so just sit back, enjoy it. Even if you do get set work, just procrastinate for a bit. I give you this opportunity to procrastinate and just relax, have fun, enjoy yourself, and then later on you can do a bit more work over the weekends and after that. But really, this is the only time you're going to have, I think, a week where you genuinely have absolutely no restrictions at all. You're in university, you're meeting new people. It's a really exciting thing, and well, something you really should do is just really, really, really enjoy yourself, and I'm sure you'll have a great time. Stay safe, my friends. See you soon. Thank you for watching this video. Hope you've enjoyed it. Hope you found it helpful. Of course, as I've said, if you have just gone through Freshers Week or you were an old university student, then well, let me know your thoughts and ideas about Freshers Week in general in the comments below. That'd be very, very helpful for people going into university next year and in the years ahead. Stay safe, my friends. See you soon. Thank you for watching. I have to go get dinner now, so I'll see you in the next one.